What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over 10 different prompts that bloggers can use when they're using ChatGPT to really improve their overall output. So we're going to get started right away, and I have all of these prompts already in a Word document. So you can see all of them here, and I will give you this Word document. It'll be a downloadable file in the video description, so you can easily download these prompts. We're going to get started on the first one, expand on an existing blog article. So basically what we're trying to do is say, here's my current blog article. How can I cover this same information in more detail? What are some additional things that I can add to this blog post so that I can rank higher in search engines? So let's copy our prompt here. You can see I have a lot of these prompts: insert keyword, paste entire blog article here. So there are limitations with how much you can input in the free version of ChatGPT, which I am using for all of these videos, so I can show you how to use the free version of ChatGPT to really improve your marketing efforts. So let's come over here, let's copy our prompt, let's come over to ChatGPT. Okay, so first things first, you can see I have AIPRM, the ChatGPT prompts Chrome extension already installed here. So there's a bunch of built-in prompts. I would highly recommend using AIPRM for ChatGPT because no matter what you're trying to do, they definitely have a prompt for it. And the prompts are really good. I've learned a lot from just looking at some of these different prompts. So we're going to start with our prompt here. We're going to paste our prompt, and then I'm going to change around, enter my blog article, insert my keyword. Okay, so we have my current blog post about keyword density is below. I have pasted the entire article down here. You can see this is all of the content from the article. If we come back over and we look at it, this is my keyword density blog post. I just recently wrote this blog post, and if we go to the edit portion for this blog post, you can see it has 833 words. Now, the reason why I want to actually add more to this article is you can use a keyword density checker. And if you use the search-based checker and you enter your targeted keyword here and do perform check, it'll actually tell you how many words the average blog post has on the first page of Google. Now, while word count is not necessarily the most important factor, as you can see in this report here for keyword density, so the top 10 live Google search results, the average word count is over 2,000 words. So I'm clearly about 1,200 words behind even the average word count for the same exact article. So it's probably unlikely that I'm going to rank above a lot of these websites, especially when you look at the websites that are ranking and the overall authority that each of these websites has. So this is where ChatGPT comes in. We come over here, we enter our prompt, and we click on enter. Okay, using this prompt, here is how it told me to improve my current blog posts, explain why it's important in SEO, how to naturally incorporate keywords into content, analyze keyword density of how search engines do it, avoid keyword stuffing, tools for checking keyword density. 10 long tail keywords. This basically just gave me questions. So I've done this prompt a few different times. Usually it'll give you long tail keywords. If it doesn't, just come down here and just enter long tail keywords for keyword density. And that's all we have to enter, and it'll give us our long tail keywords. Now, if we keep scrolling down here, we look at some of these other things they gave us. LSI keywords, so basically just other related keywords. Search engine optimization, on-page optimization, natural language processing, black hat SEO techniques, and content relevance. So 5 videos to create to enhance this blog article. How to use related keywords in content, how to avoid keyword stuffing, how to optimize a meta description for keywords, video impact on excessive keyword density on search rankings, and how to analyze keyword density using online tools. Definitely a couple video ideas that will be useful. And then 5 different blog post ideas that I could write that will be helpful, and I can basically link to some of these blog posts to help rank my article. Long tail keywords for keyword density, it's still giving me questions, so generally it'll give me much better long tail keywords, but you can see calculate keyword density, how to use subheadings for better keyword optimization. So this gave me frequently asked questions, which will actually be our second prompt. So here's our second prompt here, and coming back over here, the next thing is generating frequently asked questions. So we went to expand and improve an existing article. So that will give you some tips on some different things you should cover, some different keywords you should make sure you're kind of going over in your blog post, not keywords to stuff in your blog post, keywords that represent, okay, people are looking for keyword density tools. Let me give them a list of 10 different keyword density tools with a screenshot from each one. That's a great way to improve an existing article and show people how to actually check keyword density using any of the tools that you're showing there. Generating frequently asked questions, another great way to expand your blog articles. So we're going to come over here. I'm trying to rank higher in search engines for my targeted keyword of, and we're going to use keyword density here. I want to target the most popular long tail keywords for my keyword, create a list of the 10 most popular questions I can answer in my blog article where I insert blog article description. Okay, so we're going to take our prompt, click enter, and see what our output is. Okay, so we get 10 different questions here. These are actually different questions than we got above. Some are kind of similar, how to calculate keyword density in your content. So we came up with 10 different popular questions related to keyword density. Generally, I wouldn't answer all 10 questions unless they're really good questions, but usually what I'll try to do is pick out at least 5 that I think are the best questions to answer that people who are reading this are going to have. So we have our first 2 prompts here, different ways to expand and improve our article, which we'll go through below as we keep coming down here, because one of the most important things about blogging is not only writing great articles, but also continuously improving our blog posts over time. So that's one thing that you want to do. Now, the next thing is we are going to use Google Search Console to find our low click-through rate keywords. So let's open Google Search Console. Okay, so here's what we're looking at right now. It's the last 3 months for my website, surfsideppc.com, and I have one filter. And what I've done is I've chosen the click-through rate filter smaller than 0.5%. So anywhere where my click-through rate is less than 0.5%, you can see I have some of these different keywords here where my position is pretty low and I'm getting a ton of impressions, but my click-through rate is extremely low. So what we're trying to do is find keywords where we're getting a lot of impressions, but we want to improve this average position. The best way to do that is to make sure we're covering these keywords comprehensively. So as we come down here, let's just say Google display ads. In general, let's just say Google display. That's the keyword that I want to optimize for. So next we're going to take our third prompt and come up with a topic cluster. So let's get our prompt. Okay, so our prompt number 3, we want to rank higher in Google and Bing for a keyword. And what we're trying to do, write blog posts that target every popular long tail keyword related to our keyword. I'm creating a topic cluster, insert our keyword again, and my main pillar page is using the title. Enter that title there. Suggest 20 blog posts I can write about, enter our keyword one more time, and target the 20 most popular long tail keywords for, enter our keyword one more time. So you can see we're really pressuring ChatGPT to come up with what are the best long tail keywords and give us basically blog post ideas for these long tail keywords so that we can rank higher for a keyword like Google display. So Google display ads, Google display network, basically my topic cluster is going to be Google display. So we're trying to cover this topic in depth as much as we possibly can. So let's enter our keywords here. Okay, so we have our prompt here. So now we're going to click enter and see what output it gives us to come up with. Basically, we're trying to come up with 20 different blog post ideas using some of the most popular long tail keywords. Okay, so they gave us 20 different blog post ideas. So we have benefits of Google display ads for small businesses. The main thing I can tell you is what you're trying to do is pull out, okay, this is the keyword that we're trying to target here. And the main keyword we have is Google display ads. So what you're seeing is this is Google display ads benefits. Create effective Google display ads. You don't necessarily have to write this about a small business. You don't have to write this about an e-commerce store. You can create specific blog articles for Google display ads for an e-commerce store if that's the topic you're covering. But don't take every single blog post title and say, okay, this is exactly the type of article I need to write. What you're trying to do is say, okay, remarketing with Google display ads. Let's make sure we put a blog article on our website that goes over remarketing with Google display ads. Top design tips for Google display ads, how to create effective Google display ads. You can combine both of those and put design tips for Google display ads, create the most effective ads in 2023. How to create Google display ads to drive website traffic, advantages of specific types of audiences, how to optimize for mobile users, mistakes to avoid, target local customers, how to measure the success. So you could see top strategies for retargeting. Same exact thing as the importance of remarketing. I wouldn't write 2 separate articles. What you can also do, we went over long tail keywords a little before. My prompts with long tail keywords, right now they're not giving me the best long tail keywords. So the prompt that I use when I'm really trying to come up with long tail keywords is this. Please give me the top 20 most popular long tail keywords for the short tail keyword Google display ads. So when we click on enter, this will generally give us the best long tail keywords for a short tail keyword. Now you're seeing Google display network. I would consider that another thing that we should make sure we're covering, but you can see targeting, cost, best practices, size. So you could do it this way as well. And this will also help you come up with 20 of the most popular keywords. And then you just have to take these and turn them into blog posts. So take exactly what the blog post title is telling us, present that as a problem, and solve that problem in your blog post. So some different ways to come up with long tail keywords. Maybe not the absolute best keywords here, but definitely things that will help you rank higher. And ultimately what we're trying to do is improve our rankings for this main keyword of Google display ads, or anybody who's searching Google display. So let's get into our fourth prompt here. In our fourth prompt, we're going to be rewriting existing content. So let's come back over here to our prompt sheet. With this one, you can take it a step further and say, let's take keywords that are in position 1 through 20 in Google Search Console, and we want to rewrite the existing content for the pages on our website that are ranking in position 1 through 20. So if we can get ChatGPT to basically expand on our existing content, then what it's going to do is help us rank higher. So coming back over here, what you want to do is we're going to change our prompt, or change our filter over here. So we had it in click-through rate. So what you want to do is do position, and do position is less than or smaller than, and it's going to be position 20, and we're going to click on done. So all of these, I have a pretty good position on a lot of these different keywords here, but what you're trying to do is if we scroll down, we're looking at all of these impressions here, and we're looking at our average position over here on the right and click-through rate. You're looking for opportunities where you say, okay, discovery ads right here, we have over 5,000 impressions over the last 3 months. Our click-through rate is really low. Our average position, we can definitely improve on this average position. So what we can do is we can go into our discovery ads article. And if we open this blog post here and we scroll down, let's just say I want to rewrite a portion of this article. I would generally do this in portions, especially if you have longer articles. But what I can do is say, okay, starting from how to create Google Ads discovery campaigns, we're going to copy all of this content. Now, don't worry about copying some of the images and things like that. We're going to copy all of this content. We're going to do all the step-by-steps. So we'll keep coming down here, and we have 13 total steps. So we're going to take all of this content right here. We're going to come over to ChatGPT. We're going to paste this content in. Now let's get our prompt. For this prompt, all you have to do is insert this content at the very bottom of the prompt. We're basically saying, I want you to respond in the English language. You're an expert copywriter who knows everything about SEO. You can write conversationally, write in an active voice, use transition words, you never plagiarize, you can pass AI detection tests for content, and you know how to rank in the first position in search engines. Rewrite the content below so it's 100% unique, remove any plagiarism, rewrite the content below so it's under 1,000 words. This content the content to rewrite is this, and then we want to insert our content here. So come back over, scroll to the very top, and we're just going to paste this prompt, put a little space there, and we'll click on enter. Okay, so they've taken my 13 steps and brought them down to 9 total steps. You can see the content has been rewritten. So this is a quick and easy way to rewrite section of content on your website. If we come back over here, I could also take 6 discovery campaign tips and facts, copy and paste all this and say, please rewrite this as well. And they'll rewrite it and probably improve on my current writing that I have here. I actually haven't gone back and edited this article in several months, so it's another article that I have to improve. So this is a great way to actually improve your article. And if we come back over here, the next thing you can do is edit blog posts for readability. So let's just say you don't want to rewrite your existing content. You just want to basically remove any grammatical errors, any issues with readability that may impact your rankings. So let's just take the content they just gave us, or we could just use the same content we just did. We'll come back over to our prompt sheet. Okay, so I generally use these two. If you're trying to improve these low click-through rate keywords in Google Search Console, keywords that are just about to rank on the first page, so trying to find something in that 8 to 20 position in Google Search Console, it's a great way to actually just rewrite your existing content, find these low click-through rates, and find additional topics that you can write about. And then same thing for these first two. How can we expand on our existing blog article? How can we come up with some frequently asked questions where we can continue to expand on our existing blog article? So number 10, we want to edit our current blog post. So basically what we're saying is I want you to fix grammatical errors, replace any complex words with simple versions. I want you to use better transition words for paragraphs and sentences, replace passive voice with active voice, shorten any run-on sentences, and I want you to keep my main keyword of keyword density under a 3% keyword density for this content. So I can do this for my keyword density article. I'm going to copy this prompt right here. I'm going to have to change it because I want to Come back over here. We're going to paste this prompt, and I want to keep my main keyword of, we'll put Google Discovery Ads. We'll just put Google Discovery under a 3% keyword density for this content. Now the keyword density, I've done this before. It doesn't always fix that. Let's take the new content they gave us. So we can take this rewritten content and basically say, can you rewrite this a little bit better? So we're going to copy this again, and we're going to paste this here. Now, it may end up giving us a pretty similar output, but basically what you're trying to do is say, any readability issues that we currently have, I want you to fix it. Okay, so that's our next prompt, and you can see it looks like it actually shortened it slightly. So it might be a little bit shorter than it was. I haven't gone through and read the exact changes that it's made, but you can see with having the rewritten content, having the edited content, it ends up giving you really well-written content that you really can't tell the difference between whether or not a human wrote this or an AI bot wrote this. So look, even if you're putting setup conversion tracking, before starting your Google Ads discovery campaign, it is crucial to set up conversion tracking on your website. While it's not mandatory and help monitor performance, begin by setting up conversion actions for sales or leads on your website. So if you already have some existing content and you're getting it rewritten, that's the best way to actually come up with blog articles with ChatGPT. In addition to coming up with outlines and kind of presenting information to ChatGPT, they're able to take that information and boil it down to a really well-written blog article. I think the worst thing you can do is go to ChatGPT and say, write me a blog article about, and then insert your keyword there. You're trying to basically say, okay, can you please break down everything we need to know about this topic, and then let's write about each piece of that. That's kind of what you're going for. If you already have some content written, have them rewrite it and improve your content. Just republish it, and I guarantee you it's going to be much better than the content that you wrote in the first place for the most part. Now, editing blog posts for readability, basically the first 5 here are all about how can we take the existing blogs we've already written and improve them and increase our rankings. This is probably the quickest way to have search engine optimization wins, as they call it, where you are ranking much higher for your existing keywords much faster. Now, the next few suggest headers throughout my blog posts. Again, we're going to continue to improve our blog posts. Find keyword gaps and suggest blog post ideas. That's one of my favorites to do. So we'll go through the next 2 now. Suggesting headers is a pretty simple one. So we'll get our prompts. So I have 2 prompts for this suggesting headers. Use the blog article below and paste the blog article and suggest 20 SEO friendly header tags. That generally works better. An alternative is just saying I'm writing a comprehensive blog article about keyword density. Suggest 20 different headers I can use that will target LSI keywords and long tail keywords for keyword density. I'm going to change this slightly, 20 different, and we're just going to put SEO friendly headers. Okay, so we'll copy this prompt and see what it gives us. Okay, 20 different headers, and these are all really good headers. I mean, obviously we're not going to use each individual one, but you can see, for example, what is keyword density is a header I already have. Why is keyword density important for SEO? That's another one that we can use. Evolution of keyword density, probably not something I'm going to write about. Understanding LSI keywords and how they affect keyword density, I think that could be a really useful one. How to calculate keyword density versus keyword stuffing, finding the optimal keyword density, the role in on-page optimization. So you're seeing all of these are pretty good in the very beginning. We start to get further down here and they may not be as good, but ultimately what you're trying to do is say, okay, let me add this section to my article, write about it shortly, maybe I can add a visual component and then keep moving on and continue to improve our article. So just another way to add more to your articles and come up with some different headers. You could see SEO friendly headers. So some of these different things are things that people are actively searching. So let's come back over here. Next is going to be find keyword gaps and suggest blog post ideas. So with this, you are going to need a Moz account, a free Moz account. You don't need to sign up for Moz Pro. Just sign in for a Moz account. So we're going to open Moz now. And when you sign in, the tool that you want to use is going to be True Competitor. So when you go to free SEO tools, one of the options is competitive research. When you have a free Moz account and you click on competitive research, it will open up this competitive research page. Click on True Competitor, we'll enter our URL. I've already done this for my blogs. beachfrontscore.com, we'll find some competitors. So top 25 competitors down here, we're looking at domain authority, overlap, and our total rivalry. Now, I know some of my competitors already for this website, but a lot of these are really my top competitors. They generally give you some large websites like Walmart and Amazon who aren't Pinterest, not really my competitors. Completely Coastal, Tide Clocks, Salty Home, Beach Life Bliss. So all of these types of niche websites are much more of my competitors, our Boathouse. So what we're trying to do is we want to come over here, and I've already done the search with Keyword Gap. So again, a free tool through Moz. Enter your domain here, enter 3 competitor domains, and essentially what they're going to give you is the best keywords that you should start to optimize for that can lift your traffic pretty quickly. So basically what it's saying is identify areas for improvement based on your competitors' most prominent ranking keywords. So you're trying to find similar niche websites that are ranking higher than you for some of these really popular high volume keywords. Now using this and using 3 competitors, they gave me a total of 89 keywords. So what you want to do is go through some of these different keywords. You can basically look by search volume if you want. I generally look by traffic lift. So which one of these keywords, if I improve my average position for these keywords, can I increase my traffic the quickest? So for this example, I've pulled out 30 of these keywords, and we're going to go over here. I'm going to first start by pasting these keywords. We don't want to click enter yet. We just want to paste these keywords, and now let's get our prompt. Okay, so we found our keyword gaps, and I have 30 total keywords. So basically I need to write blog articles for the 30 keywords listed below. In the blog articles, I plan to tell my website visitors blank. So what are you teaching your blog visitors with your blog posts? And then you need to paste your keywords at the bottom, which I've already done. Let's come back over to our prompt here, and I plan to tell my website visitors, and I have all the different types and styles of products they can purchase for each keyword. So basically for me, I already am ranking for a lot of these pages, but for something like nautical pendant lights, I'm ranking with a page that lists a bunch of nautical pendant lights for sale. So I want to have some blog posts where I go over, here are the different types of nautical pendant lights you can buy, here are some common variations. So basically the different types and styles of products, and we're basically just trying to get blog post titles so that we can start coming up with our blog posts that will target these keywords, and then we could use internal linking to actually enhance our SEO by saying, hey Google, we have covered beach comforter sets, we have covered luxury coastal bedding, we've covered all of these different topics, we have a ton of different products for sale. They're going to look at our website as an authority in some of these different keywords. So we're going to click on enter and get our 30 blog post titles for the keywords where we're trying to get a lift and basically steal traffic from our competitors. Okay, our generating is slowing down a bit, so we're going to stop generating this for right now. And you can see we have some pretty good blog post titles here. The other option that you have is you can go through each of these individually and just say, can you suggest 5 blog post titles? Something like, can you suggest 5 blog post titles for the keyword beach comforter, where I go over different styles, sizes, themes, colors, and variations of beach comforters that people can purchase for their beach home. So we click on enter, and now it will give us just 5 blog post titles for a single keyword rather than 30 separate blog post titles for each of these individual keywords. Now this works really well, especially if you have a consistent titles that you're getting, and you can use ChatGPT for this as well. Okay, so 5 good blog post titles. Generally, I'll combine my favorite portions of different blog post titles into one title and then write the blog article. If you already know what you're writing about, you're just trying to come up with a title, a meta description, you can ask ChatGPT for a meta description as well. So coming back over here, that is finding keyword gaps and suggesting blog post ideas. The next is going to be suggest visual elements for a blog post. So let's come back over to our prompt sheet. So this one, we're basically saying, where should I add images to my blog article? So tell me where I should put the images throughout my blog article, give details on what the image should say, should be to enhance the written portion of the blog post. And then I said, suggest any additional visual elements. So we're going to copy this, and then we need to paste our blog article at the very bottom. So let's come back to ChatGPT. We will paste this here. Let's just come up to the top. We'll use our blog post from before with our discovery campaign. So going through this step-by-step process. So we'll copy this. Here is my blog article, and we'll click on enter. Okay, so some suggestions on where to add images to your blog article: set up conversion tracking, add an image of Google Analytics dashboard or a screenshot of the process of setting up a conversion action on your website, and So create a new campaign, image that displays different campaign objectives on Google Ads. So basically some really good suggestions for where we can add images and basically enhance the written portion of our blog post. Keep coming down. In addition to images, you could add charts or graphs to demonstrate the performance of your discovery campaign. Also, including videos can enhance the reader's experience to help them better understand the process. For instance, you could add a video tutorial that walks readers through the process of creating a discovery campaign, which I've already done. So what you want to do is you're just trying to find a way to add visual elements to your blog post. You could also come here and say, can you suggest more visual elements to add to my blog post? And they'll continue to give more and more visual elements. So that is number 8. Number 9, let's just take the same exact blog content again, coming back up to the top, and we will copy all of this. Okay, so we're going to copy this, we're going to paste it here, and then let's come over to our prompt sheet. Okay, so scrolling down, translate my blog post into another language. So we are going to copy this here. I have, can you translate my English language article below into the language Spanish? Someone who is fluent in Spanish should be able to read my blog article with ease after you translate it. So let's come back over and let's paste our prompts. Now I've checked this one before and I've checked it with other translating services, and for the most part it translates the article really well. So this can be difficult to do if you have a ton of content to translate, but if you're saying, okay, I have this blog post, I want to make sure that I have this blog post in different languages as well. So you can see it's translating this blog article right in front of us from English to Spanish, and you don't have to spend a ton of money to get it translated. So if you're spending a ton of money on translation, this is a quick and easy way to actually save a lot of money and translate your content at the same time. Okay, so as you can see here, it translated this article. We have step 1, step 2, and it's giving us basically the same description, but from English to Spanish. So another quick and easy way to get more content and not have to spend a ton of money for it. Now, last but not least, we will be using 2 of the AIPRM built-in prompts for these 2. I've gone over these in a previous video, but I figured not everyone's seen the previous video. So let's do this again. And what I want to show you is how you can come up with a content outline. So the content outline that I use is Better Content Outlines 2.0. So we're going to take this one. You can insert any topic here. So let's just stick with our same topic of keyword density since we've been using it throughout the video. Use keyword density, and you're going to see the ultimate guide to keyword density, and they're going to give us a blog post outline. Okay, so first things first, using this content outline for basically any topic that you're covering is the best way to make sure that you are covering a topic comprehensively. Starting from the bottom of this outline, we have frequently asked questions, we have a conclusion, how to fix keyword density issues, keyword density mobile optimization, image alt text, meta tags, anchor text, user intent, content length, how to monitor keyword density, tools, best practices, techniques. So that gives us all of these different sections of our blog post. I haven't covered a ton of this stuff in my blog post yet, so I can clearly use this outline to generate better content. Now, what I usually do, if you're using the full version of ChatGPT, copy the entire outline and you can get a great blog post written using an outline like this. I'm still using the free version, so we do have some character limitations. So what I'll do is I'll take out portions of this outline and use it to get portions of my blog posts written. So let's just take techniques, let's take best practices, let's take tools and monitoring. So we'll take these 4 sections right here, and we are going to come back and do a new chat, get rid of this content outline here. And the next one that I'm going to be using is Smart Article Best to Rank #1 on Google. So we are going to just say keyword density is our title, and then we are going to come down here, paste all of this here. So we have techniques for optimizing keyword density, and then what I do is so they kind of have an understanding, okay, this is just a portion that we're covering. I will add steps, so we'll say step 1. Okay, so we have keyword density, we have our step 1 here, and then we have basically some bullet points here, step 2, step 3, step 4, pulling out sections of this outline, click on enter. Okay, so it started with techniques for optimizing keyword density, wrote about this for a little bit, keyword placement, keyword synonyms, LSI keywords, keyword variations, best practices. We have tools. Now they didn't give me the best tools, so you always have to look at the content ChatGPT is giving you, and then we got cut off. So what you may want to do is just go one section at a time, best practices for keyword density, and then enter all of these here, and it will write that exact portion of your blog post. So I've done this before with step-by-step processes, and it's a great way to just have ChatGPT easily go through all of that. You can also pull in some different product information here, but you are going to actually have to educate ChatGPT if you're using the old version about, here is a description of this product. Please use this description to write a quick description about this product for my blog post. So some quick and easy ways to get content written, rewritten, come up with really good outlines. And here are 10 different things that bloggers can do with ChatGPT. Again, I will put all of the prompts in a Word document. I've already done it, so you can download that Word document and use these prompts yourself. But ultimately, I really wanted to focus not as much on content creation, although we did in this article, but really how to take existing articles and improve your content. Now, I've gone over ChatGPT for keyword research, for content ideas, for content strategy. Now we're getting into how can we take all of this content we've created and keep improving this content so we can rank higher in search engines and really be seen as authority website that covers a specific topic. So hopefully this answers a lot of the questions you have about using ChatGPT as a blogger. I have a lot of content on my YouTube channel related to ChatGPT, so make sure you check all that out. And if you have any questions about any of this, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.